What was the role of colonial missions in Latin America? Imagine a time when new worlds were being explored and entire societies were changing overnight. That was the era when colonial missions shaped Latin America in ways still felt today. These missions were more than just churches. They were tools of change used by the Spanish and Portuguese to influence indigenous populations. Religious orders like the Franciscans, Dominicans, Augustinians, and Jesuits led these efforts. Their main goal was to convert native peoples to Christianity and bring them into the colonial fold. They built settlements called reductions, where indigenous people lived and learned European customs, farming, and crafts. These communities aimed to reshape native identities, making them more aligned with colonial and church norms. But these missions were not only about religion. They became centers of cultural exchange. Missionaries taught indigenous people European farming methods, arts like painting and sculpture, and even how to read and write in Spanish or Portuguese. This helped spread European influence deep into rural and frontier areas, making the colonial presence stronger. Missions also played a political role. They acted as outposts that extended colonial control into remote regions. Sometimes, missionaries acted as mediators, protecting natives from exploitation or slave raids, though this was not always consistent. The impact on indigenous populations was mixed. Many native people suffered from new diseases like smallpox that spread rapidly through crowded mission settlements. Resistance was common, with some groups revolting against the cultural and religious changes forced upon them. Architecturally, mission churches became symbols of colonial power. These churches combined European styles with local elements, and many still stand today as reminders of the colonial era. In the end, these missions helped shape Latin American society by spreading Christianity, European customs, and territorial influence. They played a key role in integrating indigenous peoples into the colonial system, often through force but also through cultural exchange. The legacy of these missions is still visible today in the language, traditions, and social structures of the region. They are a fundamental part of Latin America's history, showing how religion and power worked together during the colonial era.